Navigating AppSec is tough. Alerts flood in, and critical ones can get lost in the noise. Sometimes the most critical vulnerabilities are exposed once the application is deployed. It can be hard to connect the dots between vulnerabilities you find in runtime with the code you need to fix. Prioritization can end up feeling like a guessing game. Checkmarx Cloud Insights revolutionizes cloud-native application security by integrating with CNAPP vendors and cloud providers. These integrations connect the dots between code and runtime, facilitating vulnerability and risk management, helping AppSec teams cut through the noise and focus on what matters the most. Let's see how these integrations work. The first integration we'll look at is with Sysdig. Checkmarx Container Runtime Handler queries the Sysdig API for open source packages per container image. We scan the images, extract static packages and vulnerabilities, and cross-match them with packages called in runtime. When integrating with Wiz, Checkmarx connects to the Wiz's API and sends requests to the GraphQL for inventory such as clusters, pods, containers, and network exposure. Wiz's API processes these queries and returns the results in a JSON format. Next, let's look at our integration with AWS. The customer provides an IAM role to read the EKS cluster information. Checkmarx connects to the cluster and retrieves a list of images via Kubernetes API. Using data from AWS Network Analyzer, we flag publicly exposed images to determine risk levels for better prioritization. After getting the information from Wiz or AWS, Checkmarx matches container image names with Checkmarx One projects and source code repos. It correlates runtime data with risks based on detected vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. This process prioritizes critical vulnerabilities in deployed internet-facing projects. Following the entire SDLC scan, we identify the exposure path of misconfigurations and vulnerabilities within clusters, pods, container images, code repositories, and Checkmarx One projects. Attack Path visualizes and contextualizes these exposure paths and potential impacts, helping prioritize critical remediation efforts promptly. You can see which scanning engine detected the vulnerability and at which stage, their location, and a quick way to remediate the issue. This way organizations gain better vulnerability management, reducing alert noise, and accurate risk assessment. Cloud Insights revolutionizes cloud-native application security by connecting the dots between the first line of code and runtime, allowing organizations a way to secure every step of their SDLC from code to cloud. For more information about Cloud Insights, visit checkmarx.com.